Today, we will be talking about non-Newtonian fluids. Most fluids, such as water or oil, are Newtonian fluids in that their viscosity is constant. However, for a mixture such as this one, glue and borax, the viscosity is not constant, and thus it is dubbed a non-Newtonian fluid. The viscosity of a fluid is dependent on the shear and the velocity gradient applied. This can be represented as a graph where the slope is the viscosity. Now, for Newtonian fluids, this relationship is linear, thus the viscosity is constant. Now, for non-Newtonian fluids, there are two types, shear thickening and shear thinning. Shear thickening becomes thicker with a higher force or a higher velocity gradient. The opposite is true for shear thinning. Now, in this case, we are looking at a shear thickening fluid. One effect of these non-Newtonian fluids is called the Weissenberg Effect. This occurs in a whole bunch of different materials, including the borax and glue mixture. Now what happens is the fluid will climb a rotating rod in the middle. Note this rotating rod is clean and has no edges, no rough edges, and thus the fluid is being forced up by its own force. This occurs because of the force gradient within the material. So as you can see here, the spinning rod's in the middle. There's a high force in the middle, while near the edges there is practically no force. This causes the fluid to push itself together to the center, causing a rising force pushing the fluid up the rod. Now, this was a quick introduction